I'm your red carpet host. I'm very, very excited to know how you feel about the fact that such a cultural exchange is happening at this iconic venue, that fashion, history, art, culture, and the city of joy all together. What do you feel about it?
Well, nothing can match the core objective of what you are doing in this program, because the objective of Victoria Memorial is to preserve the cultural heritage and get the diverse activities related to culture and the personalities who are ready to, preserve the culture. So we are very excited to have this program in Victoria Memorial Hall, a very befitting program for the cause for which we are working.
And that brings me to my next question. What do you think? And I would like to know that what is your vision behind having, what do you think was the entire objective of having such an event here tonight?
Well, the basic objective is to bring diversity to the Victoria Memorial in the form of a very different kind of audience. This particular show is definitely going to fulfill that objective.
And I'm also very curious to know that if the Victoria Memorial Hall could speak for itself, what do you think it would say about the event tonight?
It will say that probably Victoria Memorial Hall was built for this purpose.
I'm so happy that you have joined us tonight, and I cannot wait to meet you at the reception. Till then, please enjoy the show and have a fabulous evening.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I'll see you.
Thank you.
A very warm welcome to Victoria Memorial Hall. We are gathered here to witness the spectacular show we've all been waiting for, Medici, organized by Victoria Memorial Hall in collaboration with the Consulate General of Italy in Kolkata. To take us through today's program, I would like to invite Ms. Rubina Chatterjee.
Thank you so much, Ashwini. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's program, a result of the esteemed collaboration between the Victoria Memorial Hall and the Consulate General of Italy in Kolkata, and celebrates the grandeur of Renaissance Italy and the timeless influence of the House of Medici. Italy, the birthplace of the Renaissance, has bequeathed to the world a legacy of unparalleled artistic and architectural splendor. From the soaring domes of Florence's Duomo to the ethereal canvases of Botticelli's paintings, Italian art and architecture have inspired generations of creatives across the globe. The city's majestic palazzos, ornate bridges, and exquisite sculptures whisper tales of a bygone era, when art and intellect knew no bounds. The iconic Florentine architecture, with its classical influences and innovative designs, has left an indelible mark on the world. Interestingly, we gather tonight in a building that echoes this very spirit, the Victoria Memorial Hall, a stunning example of classical Italian Renaissance, which combines the grandeur of European aesthetics with Indian influences, just as Florence's Duomo dominates the city's skyline. The Victoria Memorial Hall's majestic dome commands attention in Kolkata's skyline, making it a fitting backdrop for our celebration of Italian artistry and heritage. Fashion, too, has been profoundly influenced by Italy's rich cultural heritage. The country's esteemed designers have long been revered for their impeccable craftsmanship, innovative designs, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Italy's fashion education system, renowned for its rigor and excellence, has nurtured some of the world's most celebrated designers. And it is here that designer Rohan Pariyar had the privilege of honing his craft and corsets. According to Rohan, his time at Istituto di Moda Borgo in Milan was a transformative experience that deepened his understanding of couture, tailoring, and instilled in him a passion for precision, creativity, and innovation. With some of his signature designs, Rohan has created a world of corsets around himself, with his team producing some of the finest corsets and evening dresses. Tonight, we celebrate this enduring legacy through Rohan Pariyar's Couture 2025-26 collection, I, Medici. A testament to the power of Italian history, art, music, fashion, education, and its profound impact. I, Medici is a dream project that draws inspiration from an admiration for Renaissance art, architecture, and the spirit of innovation that defined Florence's golden age. The collection reimagines 15th and 16th century palettes, textures, and silhouettes through a contemporary art Indian lenses, paying homage to the remarkable woman of the Medici dynasty, who embodied the perfect blend of power, art, and intellect. Each of the 40 exquisite ensembles showcases over 2,400 hours of intricate Zardozi and Kaddana embroidery, inspired by the majestic architecture of Florence, Renaissance frescoes, and the masterpieces of Botticelli and Da Vinci. The musical accompaniment for this evening, crafted by Kolkata-based FM ensembles, is a deliberate nod to the Baroque era, featuring the sublime compositions of Corelli, Scarlatti, Aleotti, and Vivaldi. These maestros of the past have lent their timeless melodies to create an oral tapestry that harmonizes perfectly with the Renaissance-inspired aesthetic of I, Medici. The lilting rhythms and elegant phrasing evoke the ornate beauty of the era, transporting us to a world of opulence and refinement. While the dance routines by Sapphire Creations Dance Company, inspired by the paintings and sculptures of the Renaissance era, will transport you to the world of beauty and elegance. The dancers, all from Bengal, evoke in their movements the grace and poise of the era's masterpieces. I take great pleasure in acknowledging the talented team behind this endeavor. Choreography by Pinky Kenworthy, dance routines by Sapphire Creations Dance Company by Sudarshan Chakraborty, makeup and hair direction by Abhijit Chando, and team, the production headed by Kuntanil Das, and music by the FM ensembles led by Promit Sarkar. I also extend my appreciation to the fashion students from IFM Academy under Instituto di Moda Burgo, Amity University, and Sister Nivedita University, who have contributed to today's program. Interning at fashion shows is an invaluable experience for fashion students, offering a behind-the-scenes glimpses into the world of couture and the opportunity to learn from industry experts. Having interned at Milan Fashion Week, Rohan can attest to the transformative power of such experiences for these students with us today. But tonight is more than just a fashion show. It's an immersive experience, a journey through time and space, where art, music, and dance come together to create a magical Renaissance-inspired evening. It's a celebration of the shared cultural heritage and artistic dialogue between India and Italy, a testament to the power of creativity and cultural exchange. I, ladies and gentlemen, now invite the Honorable Consul General of Italy, Mr. Riccardo Dalla Costa, to join us on the dais.
Thank you. Good evening, distinguished guests, friends, and members of the artist community, admirers of fashion, culture, and heritage. Welcome to Una Serata Fiorentina in Kolkata. It is a true pleasure and an honor to welcome you all this evening beneath the historic domes of the Victoria Memorial for a refined celebration of elegance and of that cultural renaissance which continues to inspire not only Italy and India, but the entire world. Tonight, we gather to bridge history, creativity, and craftsmanship. The Consulate General of Italy is privileged to patronize this exclusive high-end fashion event inspired by the legacy of the Medici family and the splendor of the Italian Renaissance in this unique venue. This evening draws inspiration from one of the most extraordinary chapters in Italian history and possibly human civilization, the Italian Renaissance. It was a period that redefined art, architecture, and design, not only as expressions of beauty, but as symbols of intellectual rebirth and creative vitality. To witness these ideals reinterpreted here in Kolkata through the lenses of contemporary fashion and enriched by artisan mastery from India, and in particular from West Bengal, is both inspiring and profoundly meaningful. Allow me to take a moment to commend Rohan Pariyar, the artist, and his team for his creative vision, nurtured through his experience as a student in Italy, one of the capitals, of course, of world fashion, yet expressed with the sensibility of his native soil and brought to life with the talent of his team of local artisans. His ability to weave Italian Renaissance aesthetics with Indian textiles, textures, and craftsmanship exemplifies the spirit of cultural dialogue and artistic exchange that Italy has long cherished with India. I extend my warmest congratulations to the entire team behind this remarkable event, designers, artisans, organizers, and our distinguished host, of course, Victoria Memorial, which I thank particularly for making this event possible. May this evening an event not only delight the eye, but also make us rethink and deepen our appreciation for how art and creativity have connected civilization across the continent and still continue to do so. I thank you all, and I wish you a truly wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I now invite Mr. Anurag Kumar, Secretary and Curator of the Victoria Memorial Hall, to share his thoughts with us.
Namaskar. My warmest greeting to the Honorable Consul General of Italy in Kolkata, Mr. Riccardo Dalla Costa, the Consul Generals and esteemed representatives of the Consular Corps, my colleagues from the museum and culture institutions, distinguished guests, art lovers, and dear friends. On behalf of the Victoria Memorial Hall, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this grand presentation organized in collaboration with the Consulate General of Italy in Kolkata. As a vibrant cultural space in Kolkata, the Victoria Memorial Hall remains deeply committed to celebrating and promoting cultural heritage of the world. Over the years, the Eastern Quadrangle has quietly witnessed remarkable diversity of performances and events, reflecting the evolving cultural dialogue that Victoria Memorial Hall strives to nurture in Kolkata. Today's multi-genre show, Medici, Una Serata Fiorentina, stands as the testament of how heritage can be thoughtfully reinterpreted for contemporary audience. We are especially proud to provide the platform where Indian designers, performers, and young design students engage with global heritage and articulate it through their own creative perspectives. Our collaboration with the Consulate General of Italy underscores our shared commitment to nurturing Indian talent and positioning Kolkata as a dynamic center for international cultural exchange. As a museum, we are delighted to welcome new audiences and strengthen our engagement with the community. We hope that each of us remain connected to the Victoria Memorial Hall, not merely as visitors, but as members of cultural community to help sustain and advance our shared heritage. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Consulate General of Italy for bringing this event to the Victoria Memorial Hall, and my sincere appreciation to Rohan Pariyar and his team for integrating diverse elements of art and history into this exceptional program. My thanks to all who have contributed tirelessly to creating this celebration of Indo-Italian cultural exchange. I hope you all have meaningful and inspiring evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I request the audience to kindly avoid any movement during the show. Do not block the view of the person behind you with your phones, and to keep your phones on silent or flight modes, please. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Medici.
Well, thank you so much for being so patient. I am pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do this impromptu, so just bear with me for 2 minutes because all of them deserve credit. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm honored to share with you this creation that draws inspiration from Italy's timeless heritage and is rendered in the heart of Bengal. The Renaissance spirit of innovation and creative inspires millions around the world, even today. And I must add, I'm fortunate enough to have had a life-changing part of my education in Italy. And as I stand here tonight, I'm filled with gratitude for this opportunity to create something along with so many talented people that pays homage to Italy's rich culture. Your Excellency, Riccardo Dalla Costa, Consul General of Italy in Kolkata, thank you so much for believing in this project since our first conversation about it in 2023. Your unwavering support and patronage have made this possible. Grazie mille per una serata fiorentina a Calcutta to celebrate Italy's contribution to global art, culture, food and fashion. It was truly an honor to have been on this journey under your leadership, sir. Anurag Kumar, sir, Secretary and Curator of the Victoria Memorial Hall, I thank you for your trust in this project and for this extraordinary collaboration with the Consulate of Italy. Your support has made it possible to bring together a confluence of cultures under the watchful gaze of this magnificent dome tonight. Although I want to talk a lot about what's going on in this collection, but I'll keep it short. As I stand here in awe, all of you need to see the people who made this collection. Ishani? So this is my team: Ishani, Aslam, Kaushar, Shamim, Nikita, Anupama, Gulsher, Gulam, Zishan, Tanveer, Natasha, Mumtaz and Jessica. These are the makers of this collection, based in Kolkata, our artisans, our craftsmen, but doing wonders. Thank you guys, and congratulations, you deserve it. One of the most important people behind this show isn't here with us, but I'm pretty sure you're going to see Mr. Daniele Panifilo soon, and when you do, you must congratulate him because he has been extremely protective and supportive of this production, and I'm truly grateful to him and his team, Vijay, Injanil, Priyanka, Shubhashri, Massimo, Danilo. Thank you so much, guys, from the Consulate of Italy. Alongside with them are the incredible team from the Victoria Memorial Hall by Nivedita ma'am, Dibakar da, Shantanu da, Gautam ji, Ranjit da, Ratanjit da, Ashwini, in whom I have found a great friend, Shilpi di, Sumit, Chandrani, Vijay and his team, Proshen and his team. Thank you so much, guys. I also want to thank and introduce to you the director, Pinky Kanvadi. Pinky di, please. Abhijit Chanda, the makeup and hair director, Sudarshan Chakraborty behind the dance, Promit Sharkar behind the music, Kuntanil Das, my guiding force, Suprita Singh, Meghna, Bajaj, Prachi Khaitan, Anushka Chatterjee, Sayan Bosch, all the makers of this production who made it possible, the incredible cast and crew. I mean, Anushka, if you could join me on stage, so can if Prachi, Shayan, the team that made this possible today, all of them. Suprita Di, Meghna, Bajaj, can I have both of you here as well? Rubina Chatterjee, Pushpak Sen, Orgo Dalai, please join me here as well. Ma, Papa, thank you so much for believing in me forever and never questioning what I want to do. However, the limelight is just not ours. You've been an amazing audience, and I'll just take 2 more minutes. Una Serata Fiorentina actually has a lot of people behind it, so I'll just try and keep it short. Dibbo Kamal Mitra, Promit Sharkar, Somnath Makhal, Shobhan Adhikari, Subhash Mandal, Subroto Pramanik from the music. Digital support, Anushka Chatterjee, Anvesha Bishwa, Shamriddhi Banani, Shushmita Haldar. Digital design, Tact, Prachi Khaitan, Barsha Laskar, Srilekha Daga. Dancers by Sapphire Creation Dance Company, Abrar, Adhiana, Avirupa, Nitai, Promita, Raju, Sudarshan Da, Shumita Taposhi. Hair and makeup by Abhijit Chanda, Abhijit, Oyon, Diba Bhattacharya, Kakuli, Kushal, Monojit, Papaya, Payal, Rakhi, Ritika, Sandeep, Shreya, Shogato, Debanjal. Incredible work, guys. All the models, Abhilasha, Amitagni, Angad, Damayanti, Daria, Dimpy, Dolly, Donna, Florentine, Garima, Hiya, Rishita, Itu, Jason, Kulsum, Louisa, Madhurima, Megha, Meera, Mohar, Monica, Pinky, Poppy, Raima, Ria, Romit, Roshni, Sammy, Shangashri, Sangeeta, Sevina, Shraddha, Smarak, Sonal, Srijal, Shubhamita, Shushmita Roy, Sibila, Tamori, Titash, Mohammad Iqbal. the interns from Amit University, Sister Nivedita University, and IFM Academy, who've been incredible behind this production. Aishika, Ambika, Amit, Anisha, Anjali, Astika, Ayush, Devashish, Devalina, Dhruvin, Joyashri, Kaifa, Kasturi, Mahima, Moitri, Munmun, Nikita, Prachi, Sharnali, Saripalli, Shrestha, Seema, Srijan, Shrestha again, Shubhashri, Sujan, Shushmita, Titirsha, Tiasa, Shivagata Das, and Kuntunil Da. Once again, photography and videography, team lead Shayan Bose, Abhirup Sarkar, Chandan Adhikari, Rubai Bose, Sharanno Ganguly, Nilay Pandey, Ajin Laskar, Shubhajit Bhattacharya, Rubak, Shomen, Pritam, Sajal, Ayush, and Suman Shumanto. Our security, Champa, Deep, Mrinalda, Jagdish, Palash, MC and hosts, team Samarendranath and Debjani, content writing, Dipankar Ghosh, housekeeping, Joyanto and his team, and my friends Abhipsha, Aditya, Sharmila, and Kaustav, who've been with me tonight and been an incredible support. Thank you so much, guys. This is how many people it took to execute a production like this, 184 people. I hope it was worth it, and I hope you enjoyed the evening, and I hope you enjoy the next part of the evening as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.